iPhone SE versus OnePlus 3T speed test. That's coming up right now. Let's go. So, what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone SE versus the OnePlus 3T speed test. Now, I've been meaning to do this one for a very long time. Been excited about doing this one. The iPhone 5S took on the OnePlus 3T yesterday and lost pretty badly, but can the iPhone SE keep up with this bad boy right here? 6 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 821, A9 CPU, very well optimized with only measly 2 gigabytes of RAM, but that doesn't mean it's a slow phone. 3, 2, 1, let's go on the boot up. And we do have a 1920 by 1080 AMOLED display there for the OnePlus 3T. We do have a 4-inch Retina display, the same one that was found in the iPhone 5, just slightly better calibrated for the iPhone SE here. And let's see who wins this boot up test. Now, the OnePlus 3T does boot up quite fast, so let's see if it can beat the SE. No, it doesn't. So the SE remains one of the fastest booting phones ever for the iPhone platform, but the OnePlus 3T was only about 3 seconds behind, so a very fast boot up on the 3T as well. Alright guys, so we are going to begin our app test in just a minute here, but first I want to talk about the general user interface. So this is running Android 7.1.1 Nougat. So if I go into the settings, I go to About Phone, you could see 7.1.1 Nougat here for the OnePlus 3T. We are running the latest version of the official iOS, which is 10.3.2 here for the iPhone SE, and that's going to be updated very shortly here, probably to iOS 10.3.3 official, and then iOS 11 later this year here. So both are on their latest versions of the operating system. I think the Nexus might be on 7.1.2, and I know the developer Android O is out now for many smartphones that are, you know, of the Google stature, so the Pixel and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and run this application test now. So you can see that both applications are all closed out on both sides of these devices, and I'm going to go ahead and run this side by side in this test, unlike the 5S where I sped it up here, because I want to see the close differences, because this is going to be a close one here. So let's go ahead and go into a PyGeek to begin this, and you could see it looks like the iPhone SE for the win. So the iPhone SE takes the boot up in the first application. What about Instagram? So I'm going to give that one to the OnePlus 3T. So the OnePlus 3T gets a win there. It's 2-1 now. Go to Play Store, App Store, and that was about dead even, maybe slightly to the iPhone SE. Let's do that one again. I think I might have mistapped the OnePlus 3T a little bit sooner than the SE, so let's do that one more time. And you see, yes, the Play Store was faster, so I'm giving that one to the OnePlus 3T. Let's go to YouTube, and you can see here YouTube is first for the OnePlus 3T. Coming home here, let's go into Amazon. iPhone SE keeps sliding all around like a little fidget spinner. So let's come down here. You see the OnePlus 3T won that. Let's go into eBay, and you can see eBay is a win there for the OnePlus 3T. Coming home here, let's go into Twitter, and Twitter wins there again on the OnePlus 3T. Let's go into Facebook, and OnePlus 3T again with the win. Coming home here, let's go into Snapchat. OnePlus 3T again. So for all of you who are thinking that the iPhone SE was just going to stomp on the OnePlus 3T, ain't happening here. Let's go into Play Newsstand. And you can see Play Newsstand is a win there for the 3T again. Both are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Lightroom. And you can see Lightroom takes it for the SE. Coming home here, let's go into Uber. And you can see Uber's a win there for the OnePlus 3T. Man, I just can't wait to see what the OnePlus 5 is going to bring in terms of speed. Let's go into Speed Test. And you can see that one's a win for the SE. For some reason, Speed Test opens slow on all Android devices, so it's no surprise here with the OnePlus 3T. Let's go into Wikipedia. And Wikipedia first again there for the 3T. So I'm going to call the single core speed test so far on the regular apps to the 3T. But here's where the 3T is probably going to lose, and that's gaming. Let's go into Sonic Dash. And you could see the SE is ready to play this game almost, and ready to play. So I'm already playing while we're still loading up there for the 3T. So we don't even got to go any further there on that one. That's a total loss for the OnePlus 3T. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. Joyride, who's gonna joyride first? Is it gonna be? Okay, that looks like it's gonna be the iPhone SE slightly. Let's go into Magikarp, Pokemon Magikarp. And you can see that one was about the same. I would call that one about the same here. Let's go into Safari and Google Chrome. And that one looked kind of even. Let me know down below. Let's go into cameras here. And that was another close call there. I couldn't really tell. Let me know which one won that one down below in the comments, guys. And let's go to Geekbench. And you can see about even again. Alright guys, so that application speed test was basically a single core speed test between both of these devices, and I would say that the OnePlus 3T is probably a little bit more snappy in day-to-day opening apps on the first try. But how does the multitasking do here in this test? So let's go into a PyGeek, and the SE is ready to go. And the gaming on the single core was better on the SE. So I'm just talking about everyday apps. The gaming was still a win. So gaming hands down a win on the SE. Let's go into Instagram. SE ready to go first. So another problem with the Android phone having multitasking issues. Play Store, App Store. Coming home here, let's go into YouTube. YouTube had to reload there for the OnePlus 3T. Let's go into Amazon. Another reload for the 3T, so looks like the SE is pretty much stomping the OnePlus 3T in the multitasking department. Not a surprise again, another Android phone going down in the multitasking optimization. So not bad there in the 3T though. It's a very good multitasking phone, but there's one phone that I think can keep up with iPhone, and that's the LG G6 on multitasking. Let's go into Play Newsstand, again a reload. It's not even a reload, it's kind of like a slight reload, but that one is about even there on Lightroom. Let's go into Uber, and you can see Uber is ready to go there first on the SE. Speed test, SE again, Wikipedia, SE again, and Sonic Dash, SE totally ready to go. A reload there for the OnePlus 3T. Jetpack, another reload there for the OnePlus 3T. Magikarp, I'm gonna give that another reload for the OnePlus 3T. It was ready to go on the SE. Chrome, Safari, about the same. Coming home here, cameras. Looked like it was ready to go first on the SE. Let's go into Geekbench. Again, the SE. So the SE has redeemed itself. Not the fastest in everyday single core applications due to its slower animations, but it has redeemed itself in multitasking and is the multitasking champ between these two. Alright guys, so let's do a quick browser test now. OnePlus.net here for the iPhone SE, and let's go to OnePlus.net here for the iPhone, or for the OnePlus 3T. 3, 2, let's go. And you can see, looks like the iPhone SE loaded OnePlus's website first. Let's go to learn more. And you can see again the SE a little bit ahead there on that test. Let's do another website. What about Apple.com, since we're comparing these two right here? Apple.com here, Apple.com here for the OnePlus 3T. Let's get it, let's go. And you could see iPhone SE again. So the iPhone SE even faster in the browsing department. Alright guys, so here let's go ahead and test the fingerprint scanner speed in 3, 2, 1. And you see the 3T is just a faster fingerprint scanner. It's a touch capacitive fingerprint scanner where you actually have to physically press the 1 with the 3 with the iPhone SE. Now a lot of people say, well, just turn on the raise to wake. That's still not faster because I have to literally flip it around and I'm already in the OnePlus 3T. So the OnePlus 3T is the faster fingerprint scanner, and it's just about the same accuracy in my experience so far. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and run some Geekbench testing here on both the SE and the OnePlus 3T, and I will be back once they are done running the benchmarks. Alright guys, so the Geekbench scores are done, and you can see that the iPhone SE finishes with a 2549 in the single core, and the OnePlus 3T finishes with a 1889 in the single core, 4435 on the multi-core for the iPhone SE, 4356 for the multi-core on the OnePlus 3T. So the iPhone SE is the winner here in the Geekbench. This doesn't really mean too much, but in day-to-day tasks, both of these guys are monsters in speed. So that pretty much wraps the speed test up here of the iPhone SE versus the OnePlus 3T. Now I am going to do a separate video on a full comparison between these two, which one should you buy, but here you've seen that the iPhone SE is slightly faster even with the 6 gigabytes of RAM here on the OnePlus 3T. It's just not quite as optimized as the iPhone SE, but I do think in everyday tasking, you're never going to notice the difference unless you're holding them side by side and you're running an application speed test. The OnePlus 3T feels like a monster, probably the fastest Android phone, maybe next to the LG G6 that I've ever used. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, click the like button for me, post your comments down below which videos you would like to see going forward. You know we're coming with some more heat with the OnePlus 3T. And anyway, I will catch you all in the next one. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well and peace.